Thank you for your patience. Welcome to the 15th annual Indie Kiss Expo. So big, doing it 2 days this year. If you've ever had a burning question about Kiss, the inside scoop, we're gonna have 2 roving microphones. Steve's got one, Keith will have one. Just raise your hand, he'll come over, and you can ask your question of the God of Thunder. Please welcome Gene Simmons.
Please sit down, please sit down, please sit down.
I love you, Gene! I love you too.
I just want to say before we start, usually it's all about me, all about me, all about me.
It is.
But it was a real honor and a privilege to meet some of you, all of you backstage. Really appreciate the kind words you had. I want you to know it's a privilege and an honor to be here, and sincerely, without you guys, we wouldn't be here, so you're the bosses, we just work here. Just want you to know that. And good night. That's true. I would stick my tongue out except...
The floor's dirty.
The floor's dirty. By the way, I would be remiss in my inferred fiduciary duty to myself if I didn't mention, go to gsax.com. See these instruments? There is nothing like this anywhere in the world. Nobody has this. One of you come up here and look at this unbelievable instrument. Who's going to come up?
Me!
Okay, come on up. Come on up, somebody. Anybody? Yeah, the good-looking one. No, this young man, this young man. You take this microphone in your hand and describe what it feels like and whether or not it's cool, and show everybody what you're doing.
Speechless.
Me.
Plays great, feels great. I want one.
It feels expensive, and it is. These are the process. The process is unknown to anybody else, actually. We have a guy named Jim Cara on the East Coast who hand makes these, so there's only 4 or 5 made per month. That's how long it takes to make them, and I almost knocked one down. And the process, seriously, this has silver in it, so you can tell it's unequaled anywhere else in the world. I'm so proud of these. And if you want one, you know where to get them, but there's very limited supply. gsax.com. I'm sorry? Your birthday's coming up. So there's the studded ones and the gold chrome ones, which are my favorites, and that's it. So listen, I'm here for you. You guys, anything you want to know, anything you want to tell me, my breath stinks, my schmeckle's too long, whatever it is.
Hey, I'm single.
Okay? How should we do this? Should we?
We got 2 mics, Gene. I got one, he's got the other.
Okay.
We got one right here.
You take over.
Okay, Gene.
Louder on the microphones, please.
Okay, about 27 or 28 years ago, you did a function that you were a guest speaker at, and I was really thrilled to meet you then. And afterwards, there was like coffee and donuts, and you were so gracious and so sweet, and you spoke to many of us. And I really didn't want to go that day because I was really depressed because I'm a cancer survivor, and I was afraid it came back. No, I hope I don't get emotional. But you were so sweet. You put your hand on my shoulder, and you looked at me and asked if I was okay. And I said I was. And I told you I was a cancer survivor, and you told me that don't let it define you, you define it. And I know I'm 36 years of mission.
This is what a rock star looks like.
Thank you. I'm sorry I get emotional. And you were really sweet.
Yeah, well, listen, playing in a band and doing all this stuff, this is all fun and games, but when you meet our military and when you meet real heroes like my beautiful friend, what's your name?
Linda Marriott.
Both names, that's right. You better remember it, not just one. You get it all in one package. You get inspiration and motivation, not from people who are grandiose and self-aggrandizement and other big words like gymnasium. You get real motivation and inspiration from people like her, who remind you that every day above ground is a good day, and you better stop complaining.
Jerry's father and the city of Hope, because I'm new here and they told me I wasn't supposed to play if I didn't get that memo.
That's right. God bless you. And I pity anybody who gets in her way, because she's a killer, so don't mess with her.
6-degree black belt.
6-degree black belt. That's the end. Wow. Thank you for coming out. I need a hug. Oh, I'll give one to Sharon. Don't you worry. You got too much living to do. The hell with that stuff.
Yeah, I forgot to get the memo, but thank you so much.
God bless you. Okay.
Hi, Gene, coming over here. Hey, Gene, I'm Mike from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Right over here. Drove all the way up from Virginia. I was in Jan Bankowski's parish, Bill Aucoin's sister. Sorry that Bill passed away. Jan just recently passed away also. I was wondering, I airbrushed this t-shirt, and what is the crime for selling these on eBay?
You gotta raise these microphones because I know where you live. In all seriousness, we wish Ace the best. I've always loved the guy. Today that he's clean and sober, he says. He sends me photos of his new life. He's in Palm Springs, he's got a girlfriend, and you know, we had lunch recently, and I think if he had to do it all over again, he obviously would do it differently. He's made some very bad choices in his life. Wasted life. I mean, he could have been up here with us and just enjoyed the fruits of his labor, and now he's got to do the wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda. You can't live life that way. So I don't know what the answer to your question was, but
It was about selling Kiss stuff on, I airbrushed this shirt. If I sell these on eBay, am I breaking the law?
do it quietly so I don't know about it. Because I have to maintain the interstate commerce rules of the trademarks. And that means if you get too big, we will crush you. Hey, by the way, you know the album Love Gun, and you know the album Rock and Roll Over, and you know all that kind of stuff. There's by the way, wait. There's an album called Destroyer. Have you ever heard that album? There's an album called Love Gun. You know that one? The man who actually painted those covers is right here. Ken Kelly is right there. And I was going to save this news for later on, but what the hell? Ken has agreed to do original Ken Kelly paintings, one of a kind, on each one of these bases. There'll be a limited number. Ken is going to actually paint his own creations, dragons and all kinds of scary things that go bump in the night, right on these bases, and then he's going to sign them. That's going to be coming up soon. Thought you'd want to know that. Ken Kelly!
We got one here, Gene. Hi, since anything you touch turns to gold, and we're all fanatics, okay, you're doing that rocket brew thing, which is awesome. I can hardly wait if you do it in Chicago, because I live close to Chicago. Since health products are a big thing in this country, and a 5-hour energy drink and all that, and I put this in an envelope for you for your idea, we would buy it, I'm sure. They should make some like, I thought the GNC, the Gene Simmons Nutrition Center, GSNC, the Kiss Rock and Roll Night energy drink. It'd make you want to rock and roll night, party every day. We'd buy it, wouldn't we? Yeah. The Kiss War Machine Power Bar, it'd make you feel like a war machine. Would we buy it? Yeah. and the Kiss Out of This World protein shake. It'll take you out of this world. I put it all in there for you. All there for you. We would buy it. I'd buy it. Your idea. Not my idea, but for you.
What's the question?
That's all I want for you. No more questions. You're off.
It's in
I
that
love you.
It's in that package you gave me.
It's in an envelope for you.
The envelope.
Yeah.
Okay, the only question I have is, why are there other photos in there of farm animals?
That was my past life. That was my past life.
It was a mistake.
Oh, okay, one question. If you do get a phone call from the Hall of Fame, from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, will you accept it or no?
Hell no.
Honestly, it's not an issue. My life does not revolve around that organization.
Yeah.
Be inducted. Be Kiss Army.
No, the very first time we ever got up on stage and met the greatest fans in the world, we got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's it. And yeah, because it begins and ends with real people who have real hearts that beat, not with backroom politics. Yep. There are 20 people backstage. One of them is an editor of Rolling Stone. The other one works as... These are people that determine who's a rock and roll legend. So in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you have some terrific pop artists and disco artists and rap artists that have nothing the fuck to do with rock and roll. Because it is an insult to their form of music that they're not in the hip-hop rock, Hall of Fame or the disco Hall of Fame or whatever Hall of Fame that they should be in. But it ain't rock and roll. You gotta play guitar, you gotta write your own songs, you must have drums, not and I don't want to hear spoken word record artists at rock and roll. That's called hip-hop. Yo, man, go to heaven when you go to 7-Eleven. It's not, it's a respectful musical thing. It's spoken word music because they're speaking. Put it in the spoken word Hall of Fame, not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Kiss Army. That's the Hall of Fame. The Kiss Army.
Just a quick question here. Back in the early 80s, is it true or not, I've heard a rumor, did Eddie Van Halen ever get considered for Kiss?
Yes. I discovered Van Halen. It is true. We were recording. You can't make this sound system louder, huh? Make it a lot.
He loves it loud.
That's right. And right between the thighs. The answer is yes. The answer is that Eddie was very unhappy with Roth, just like I warned him in the beginning, respectfully. So we were recording at Record Plant. We were doing Creatures of the Night. And we didn't have a guitar player. We had different guys playing leads because we didn't yet settle on who was going to play lead. And so Eddie called me. There's one of my young fans. Eddie called me and we had lunch right across the street. Vincent Cusano, as he was known then, came with me and we sat around at a lunch table and Eddie was really upset. Roth is out of his mind, he's driving me crazy, blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. I want to join the band. And I told him then and there, well, it's a little sudden. What is it that you want to do? I want to leave Van Halen, I want to join Kiss. Let's just talk, let's not go too fast. So he came into the studio and he played us, and it was just him on little computerized sort of keyboard at home. And it's going, this is going to be the next thing we record. I'm going, are you going to put some guitars on it? He goes, no, not really. It's going to be that thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's tough to judge it. But I told him one thing that I'm proud I said, which was, don't leave your band. Stick it out. In all situations, in relationships and marriages with brothers and sisters and bands and teams, there are rough times. Stay true to your school, to the thing that it's your band. There are always going to be rough times. You'll get over it. Stay with the band. You don't want to be in Kiss because you're not going to be happy. You don't want Paul and Gene writing songs with, okay, now play a solo over here. No, you want to stretch out, be who you are, stay in the band. Proud to say you got over it. And there are always tough times. There are always going to be tough times. You'll get over it. So He stayed there, we stayed here. We're happy, they're happy, everybody's happy.
Great, thank you.